40,000 years ago, there were no restaurants, no supermarkets, no delivery apps. If you wanted food, you hunted it. And if the hunt failed, you stayed hungry. This is Speed, a hunter, a survivor, and today, Speed is about to discover something that no ancient human was ever supposed to see. The morning sun slowly rises above the mountains. Birds sing, a cool breeze moves through the trees. Speed quietly walked through the forest with nothing but a wooden spear in his hand. His stomach suddenly growls. Speed places a hand on his belly and sighs. Speed, easy now. We'll eat soon. He looks around. Nothing. No rabbits, no deer, not even a bird. Speed scratches his head. Speed, where everyone go? Did animals have meeting today? He keeps walking. Suddenly, a fat wild bird lands near a bush and starts pecking the ground. Speed's eyes light up. A huge smile appears on his face. Speed, whispering, "Ha! There you are. You almost become breakfast." He slowly crouches. One careful step. Another. He raises his spear. Speed, don't move. Make this easy for both of us. One more step. Crack! A dry branch snaps beneath his foot. The bird instantly flies into the sky. Speed throws his spear. It completely misses. The bird disappears. Over the trees. Silence. Speed stares at the empty sky, then slowly lowers his head. Speed. Really? You choose today to fly? He walks over and picks up his spear. Speed. Worst bird ever. Frustrated, Speed kicks a small rock. The rock bounces across the ground, rolls beneath an old tree, and suddenly, clink. It hits something that glows. Speed freezes. He slowly walks toward it. Hidden between the roots is a smooth black stone, covered with strange glowing golden lines. It pulses softly, almost like it's breathing. Speed carefully kneels beside it. Speed, what are you? He pokes it with the tip of his spear. Nothing. He pokes it again. Still nothing. Speed looks around. The forest is completely silent. Even the birds have stopped singing. Speed? Never see shiny rock before. He slowly reaches out, touches it with one finger. Nothing. Speed smiles. Speed, see? Just rock. Suddenly, the glowing lines become brighter. The stone begins vibrating. Speed quickly drops it. It keeps glowing. Brighter, brighter, brighter. Speed slowly takes one step backward. Speed, okay, not just rock. The ground begins shaking. Leaves swirl through the air. A loud humming sound fills the forest. Speed covers his ears. The light becomes blinding. Speed shouting, "I take it back!" A giant flash explodes across the forest. Everything disappears. Silence. Speed slowly opens one eye, then the other. He's lying on smooth gray ground. No grass, no dirt, no trees. A loud honk. Speed jumps to his feet. A giant truck races past him. Speed nearly drops his spear. Speed. What was that? More strange metal creatures. Rush past. Cars, buses, motorcycles. Speed turns in circles. His heart is racing. Speed, big shiny mammoths. They run without legs. People walk by wearing colorful clothes. Nobody is carrying a spear. Nobody looks scared. Nobody is hunting. Some people are laughing while staring at tiny glowing rectangles in their hands. Speed blinks. Speed. Little magic rocks. Everyone has one? He slowly walks forward. A child points at him. Child? Mom. Look, caveman. The mother laughs. Mother. Oh, wow, and that's a really good costume. Speed smiles politely. Speed. Thank you, I think. Just then, Speed stops walking. He sniffs the air. Once, twice, 3 times. His eyes suddenly grow wide. Speed. Wait. Bird. The smell is incredible. Warm, crispy, juicy. Unlike anything he's ever smelled before. His stomach growls loudly. Speed follows the smell through the busy street, step by step, like a hunter, following fresh tracks, until he stops, standing in front of a giant red building. Bright white letters stretch across the top. Fried chicken logo. Speed slowly looks up at the building. People walk inside, smiling, and walk out, carrying buckets full of food. Speed sniffs again. Speed, whispering, best hunting smell ever? He takes one nervous step toward the entrance. Suddenly, whoosh! The glass doors slide open by themselves. Speed instantly jumps backward, raises his spear. Speed, the cave, opened itself. The doors slowly close. Speed stares. He cautiously steps forward again. Whoosh! The doors open again. Speed blinks, looks at the sky, looks back at the door, then smiles. Speed, friendly cave. He takes a deep breath, lowers his spear, and slowly walks inside. Speed thought he was about to find lunch. He had no idea. He was about to discover fried chicken. Speed slowly walks deeper into the restaurant. The smell is even stronger now. People are laughing, talking, eating. Nobody is hunting. Nobody is cooking over a fire. They simply ask for food, and someone gives it to them. Speed looks around in amazement, and Speed, no feathers, no chasing. Food just appears. He walks toward the counter. Above it are giant pictures of crispy chicken, buckets, burgers, fries. Speed points at the biggest bucket. Speed, that bird. The cashier smiles. Cashier, one family bucket? Speed has no idea what that means. He simply nods. Speed, yes. Big bird. The cashier types on the register. Cashier, that'll be $18. Speed smiles, then proudly places 3 shiny stones, a feather, and a rabbit tooth on the counter. Speed, good trade. The cashier laughs. People nearby start smiling. An older man standing behind Speed steps forward. Older man, I've got this. He taps his card. Beep. Cashier. Order 42. A moment later. Worker. Order 42. Speed looks around. Speed. Who is 42? Everyone laughs. The cashier hands him a giant bucket of fried chicken. Warm, golden, crispy. Speed hugs it carefully. Speed. So much bird. For one man? Narrator Speed finds an empty table. He slowly picks up one piece, looks at it, sniffs it, then takes his first bite. He freezes. His eyes slowly grow wider. Speed. The bird? Cooked itself? He takes another bite, then another, then another. Speed. Future is delicious. The older man smiles and hands him a drink. Older man, try the Coke. Speed carefully takes one sip. The bubbles hit his tongue. He jumps. Speed. Water bites. The whole restaurant laughs. Speed takes another sip. This time, he smiles. Speed. Angry water. Actually good. Speed walks back to the counter. Speed. Tell Speed, how bird become this good? The cashier grins. Cashier. Secret recipe. 11 herbs and spices. Speed slowly nods. Speed. Very powerful food tribe. With the bucket still in his hands, Speed walks outside. Then he stops. The strange glowing stone is lying on the sidewalk. Speed. Oh, not you again. He picks it up. A bright flash fills the street. Everything disappears. Birds sing. The wind returns. Speed opens his eyes. He's back in his forest. He looks down. The bucket is still in his hands. Speed. It came back. His tribe runs toward him while everyone stares at the strange bucket. Tribe member. What animal is that? Speed. No hunt. Bird already ready. He opens the bucket. The smell fills the forest. One tribe member takes a bite. His eyes grow huge. Tribe member. Speed. Catch this bird again. Within seconds, the whole tribe's happily eating, laughing, smiling. Speed quietly watches them, then looks toward the forest, toward the place where he found the glowing stone. Speed tomorrow. Speed finds shiny rock again. Future has very good birds. Speed never learned what restaurant was. He never understood money, cars, or automatic doors. But every single day after that, and he searched the forest, hoping the shiny stone would take him back to the friendly cave where nobody hunted birds, because the birds, were already waiting. Alright guys, this is end part of our video. If Speed made you laugh today, do him a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know where Speed should accidentally end up next. A supermarket or maybe an airplane. I'll see you in the next adventure.